Romans 1:18-32. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse, because that, when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up into vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them up to reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only to do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. The wrath is not the revelation of a future judgment of God or of the great tribulation, but a present revelation that parallels the present revelation of God's righteousness. This revelation comes from heaven. Ungodliness is a failure in the religious realm. Unrighteousness is failure in the moral sphere or injustice toward man, who hold the truth in unrighteousness. They received the truth concerning the wrath of God, but hindered it and prevented it from completing its work. God's creation reveals two things about him, his eternal power and Godhead. Creation reveals that God is powerful. Hence, man is obligated to him and the fact that he is God, without excuse. No man is able to stand before God and say that he turned away from God because God did not give any light. All men have had the revelation of God. Therefore, all men are accountable to him. God gave them up. This giving is not permissive or privative. It is judicial. They were blinded, not because God withdrew his light, but because of the judicial acts of God, whereby he delivered them over to the natural result of their unbelief and action. When they followed the lie, they began to walk in conformity to the lie. This is the kind of lifestyle described. Three results of the Gentiles' rejection are given. God gave them up to all forms of uncleanness and its consequent actions. God gave them up to all forms of sexual depravity and its consequent actions. And God gave them up over to a mind that would not retain him in its knowledge and its consequent actions.